So yes, hello, this is Kr4ken and welcome to another RSL game. This is a group stage match, round robin, in a sub 1300 MMR tournament, the Rookie Star League. We have Kr4ken versus Sakonoko. We have a good race versus Kr4ken, and there we are on Polypoid. And let's see what happens. So the spamming award goes to Kr4ken. So clearly in for the win here. And yes, again, we will try to be constructive and not worry too much about build orders, more about their intent. And point out issues with the play that can help people improve as far as my emotional state allows. Okay. So let's see what we have here. This is going to be my final one of the batch. I've picked one from each group that has already played games. To give a bit of an overview of the contestants and, you know, the shape of Brood War that is being played here. Lower competitive level again, but important that people play. Okay. So we're gonna see the decision for Zerg here momentarily. I mean, I've been impressed with the level. People are very evenly matched. Mistakes sort of... It's sad that sometimes this game is about that single thing you do, but at this stage it's more not of a single mistake. StarCraft 2 is about making a single mistake and getting, you know, pile drive. But here it is, if you keep making the same mistake time and time again, there are many opportunities to catch yourself, right? But that doesn't always happen. We are going to see hatch first. Let's see how that translates. We have the barracks here. We don't have any silly fast expanse from Terran here. He is going to scoot first. The Overlord is also going to arrive a little later there. That's information nevertheless. Hatchery is going to be done. And let's see, so yeah, hatchery is scouted. There's the pool and there's the extractor. And yes, of course, so as is normal, a lot of these games do rely on the first 10 minutes or so. I haven't actually seen a lot of cheats, which I'm really glad with. Even the Protosses spend most of the time inside their own mains, which is very impressive indeed. We do have the expansion of the first barracks. Good. No gas yet. I haven't actually seen any mech play either for against Zerg. Hasn't really gotten that far. But yeah, no early gases mostly. Oh dear. Very brazen ACV there. It's going to hurt that poor drone. Okay, we have a lot of gas here now. Okay, there you go. About 50 gas late, but that's fine. You had to micro the drones there. But again, tiny things at the start are sometimes important. Gas now being built. I'm looking. Yeah, we've got a bunker now. We've got a supply depot. Couple of lings are not going to do much. They're just going to poke. Command center almost done here. More marines. So are we going to see an early factory or are we going to see the second barrack now? Second barracks, okay. Lair. Nothing yet. No Hydra Den. So I think we might see Mutilisks. A lot of lings here. Speed is halfway done as well, but I don't think they're gonna make it through. Positioning is good. Might sneak past and be annoying in the middle line here a little bit, but don't know if that is going to happen. We've got Academy going. Alright. We do have a... No, I was going to say... Yeah, we've got 2 on gas. Alright. A little bit of a gas reduction. No second gas here, yo. We do have a spire, so you probably want that. And yeah, just a soft contain with the lings here. Nothing much spectacular is going to be happening there. with the blocking here. Supply and block. Okay, they're morphing. That's good. The overlords. Alright. Academy almost done. Second gas yet. Doesn't really quite need it yet. Alright. That timing. Oof. I mean, he's got 400. He'll probably get to 6. I'll probably set for the first. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Creep colony for the push. That might happen. Comsat station. Alright. Yep. 2. Engineering bay. That's gonna be alright. Spire. Done. Alright, what do we got? Do we have the 6? We have the 6. That's always nice. Now about engineering bay is gonna be done. The immediate. Well, ooh, these are very forward, aren't they? He's going to push. Alright. All of it. These lings are going to wait. They can do some damage. There's a fire bat there. That might change things. Oh, they saw him. They saw him. Alright. He's going to move out. And here come the Mutalisks. And guess what? That turret is not done yet. There's only 1. There's now 2. There's none in the natural. That is a disaster. That is always the razor's edge, isn't it? These Mutalisks are going to go straight away from this. This is nowhere near where they want to be. They're going to kill that 1 SCV there. Reinforcements. Marines have to push back. Careful with that. I don't know what kind of lag these guys are fighting in. But they're pushing in. Those are very damaged Marines already. He doesn't know that. That missile turret is not going to complete. There's only 1 there. The Marines can't quite connect. There's a lot of damage being done. Mutalisks need to be careful not to get caught out here. One of them already goes down. And then, yeah, there's still no protection in the natural. He hasn't seen this yet. No protection in the natural whatsoever. He's engaging these. Losing 1. He can just wail on these SCVs for the rest of the time, and it wouldn't matter. There's a lot of low Mutalisks. Need to be really careful here. Alright. Careful. Okay, now the turrets go up. More Mutalisks. More Mutalisks, more Mutalisks. Okay. So, not that much. I mean, there's a lot of SCVs still. Turrets took most of the... Oh, that's painful. There's a lot of Mutalisks here, though. These Marines need to get GTFO. Yeah, they're just gonna get annihilated. That is not good. Don't fight there. Fight in your base where the turrets are. This one is stopped, by the way. Yeah, that's a lot of free stuff. That's going to be the Hydroden, yeah. Hydroden switch coming up. Still hasn't noticed that 1 turret not building here. Well, that's good. The macro's been good. The micro, not so much. Decisions here were a little painful. Might actually just get destroyed with the splash damage. Yeah. Still. Oh, where's the +1? Almost done. Okay, good. So yeah, lots of barracks here, but the switch is coming, and really these Mutalisks. This is pointless. Don't do this. This is probably a scout to see if he has any bases here, I guess, but he made the one at the bottom left here. So that is certainly a thing. Yeah. Just sending these out. No, don't do that. But the production is here. The macro is still there. I mean, actually, a lot of those SCVs now died. So now there's parity in work accounts. That's not a great thing. That's why that 3rd base is a thing. A lot is being destroyed. So what is the answer here? So you've got the factory. Probably should have started already. You have plenty in the bank here. But yeah, see, this is the problem. Those last 3, that's another barracks, yeah? That's the problem here. At the state, yeah, running these Marines, trying to get some scouting information. By the way, you have I don't know if he's actually scanned. Yeah, he has scanned that bottom base, so he knows about it. So sending these is... I mean, keeping the Mutalisks busy, yes. But meanwhile... we already have Lurkers morphing. We have a Queen's Nest already going up. I don't think we have... no, we don't have an evolution chamber yet. But yeah, map control is firmly in the hands. Yeah, there you go. React to that. Pepper them. Marines are cheap, but whoa, where are you going with this? Don't do that. It is these are critical things. If you're going Marine Medic, it is the most micro-intense matchup for Terran. It is far less, well, Muteless micro is a hell of a thing, but still, getting these Marines, damaging them, they can be positioning is instrumental here. I mean, doesn't matter if you can just produce and keep producing, right? Off a 2 base, perfectly viable. You have the starport now. More turrets, that's fine. But it's a miracle that he hasn't expanded to every corner of the map, basically, because it's free map control. And moving out with all what you have had sent across here. I mean, this is only 8. It's not that scary. This is good. +1 attack is a thing, and I don't think he has any upgrades. So yeah, okay, pushing out now. This is a good group. This is a good group. And more on the way. However, at this point, look. So, yeah, a drop. Okay. At this point, science vessels, a couple of tanks. These Mutalisks need to be, you know, he hasn't produced anymore, but he's had a lot of value. He's already got the Scourges for the science vessels. So yeah, this is not an attack you want to do. This is not a thing. Killing that overload is fine, but don't do this. You need tanks for that. Hell, he has Hive, so we are gonna see some defilers probably soon. We have the evolution chambers now. Attacks are happening. Attack upgrades are happening. I mean, defenses as well. I don't know if he's going now. He's going for. So yeah, this is not a thing. This is not a thing with the Mutalisks here. So many. This is suicide. Pure suicide. Again, the macro is amazing. Macro is amazing. But dropships... I mean, yeah, just going up here. This is a shame. This drop, it can do damage because, yeah, Ultralisk Scabbard straight into Ultras. Alright. Don't even care about the filers at this point. What you really want to do is you want some damage, yes. So you're moving in. This is a big force. Problem is, these are so stacked. It's only going to take 2 shots. They're not attack upgraded. Technically, it takes 3 shots. It wouldn't really matter. Tanks is what you want. Tanks is what you want. You have a tank. That's good. You're already going for cracklings. The tech difference is here. You're still in the early game. Your opponent is already mid to late. Yeah, that drop that just doesn't happen because of the Mutalisk still being a thing and probably the Scourges as well. I didn't see. More expansions. Yeah. So there we go. Now the science vessels go in. That's good. But now the forces have already been destroyed, and now you're going to get a push. Do you have siege tag? I don't know. I didn't see. You got radiate going up, but this is a large force off of a player with 4 bases against 2. This is a lost game. Because there's only the 1 tank that's spazzing out. I mean, I won't say to people don't do it in terms of trying SKT, trying Marine Medic, because it is very viable. But you have to group your units. I mean, the macro is amazing. The macro building is the best I've seen. You know, keep building, keeping that bank low. Very well done. But there was the tech issue. And it was again an information issue. The Mutalisks, the first initial, because I thought it was going to be worse, but really well defended. Mutas were a little badly applied, not that much damage. There was a large macro advantage from the start, but then these forays into the middle of the map with the Marines, keeping your own count low and not making a difference. You're still giving, with the 8 or so Mutalisks that were remaining, giving full map control, allowing for this base to be built, this other base then later. That's the thing. Like, these sorties of the Marines just dying and being picked off. At that point, you have to, you know, make a decision. Either group up, try to take a third and bottle up, try to straight go for the tech to try and even that out. Because, yeah, well, Ultralisks and stuff, and the tech was just way gone at that point. But there was a time that disparity started with the superiority of the Mutalisks. And that is the difficult thing. That is the, let's call it, unfair thing. The Mutalisk micro versus Marine Medic. Marine Medic definitely has a short end of the stick because you have to lose units. You have to trade equally. You have to do it well. And you have to make sure that when you push out, you don't get bum rushed by Zerglings that are waiting. That was a very good spot. That was a very good spot of those Zerglings just waiting to just take a look-see at the mineral line as you're pushing out. Yeah. But again, as soon as the Hydra then, the switch, because he was ready for it. He had Scourges. Go for those vessels. Don't go for the drop. The drop was not going to happen at that point anymore. Maybe here, but already committed to that. Very comfortable in spending some time on sunken colonies and a couple of lurkers here. So the drop was an early thing. Should have been part of the initial early game more than a mid-game thing. Anyway, there you go. I hope that was helpful. If not, I'm used to it. Good. GG's. Well played. And see you for the next batch.